शांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, श्री मथुरा धाम की जय, मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय, गंगा यमुना माय की जय, भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Glories to the assembled devotees. Glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोकी Bhaktir Naistaki. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 14, entitled Brahma's Prayers to Lord Krishna. Text 15. And 16 also. Which sloka is that? 15. Tache jalastam tavasa jagat vapuhu kimmi nadrishtam bhagavam tadaiva किं वा सदृष्टं हृदि मे तदैव किं नो सपद्येव पुनर्व्यदार्षि तच्चे जलस्तं तव सज्जत वपुः किं मे न दृष्टं भगवांस्तदैव किं वा सुदृष्टं हृदि मे तदैव किं नो सपद्येव पुनर्व्यदार्षि तज्जे जलास्तं तव वपुः किं मे न दृष्टं भगवान् तदैव किं वा सुदृष्टं हृदि मे तदैव किं नो सपर्श किं नो स्पद एव पुनर्व्यदार्षि words to words meaning. Tat, that, chet, if, jalastam, situated upon the water. Tava, your. Sat, real. Jagat, sheltering the entire universe. Vapuhu, the transcendental body. Kim, why? Me, by me. Na, drashtam, was not seen. Bhagavan, O Supreme Lord. Tada eva, at that very time. Kim, why? Tava, or. Sudrushtam, perfectly seen. Rudhi, within the heart. Me, by me. Tada eva, just then. Kim, why? Na, not. You, on that other hand, sapadhi, suddenly, eva, indeed, punaha, again, Vedarshi was seen. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelters the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? Repeat responsibly. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelter the entire universe, actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Lord Brahma here refers to his experience at the dawn cosmic creation, as described in the second canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Brahma took birth on the seat of against the lotus, whose stem emanated from the navel of Narayana. Brahma was bewildered as to his whereabouts, function and identity. Therefore, he tried to trace out the source of the lotus stem, searching for clear information, unable to find the personality of Godhead. He returned to his seat and engaged in severe austerities. Having been ordered to do so by the transcendental voice of the Lord, who could be heard but not seen, after long meditation, Brahma saw the Lord, but then again lost sight of him. Thus, Brahma concludes that transcendental body of the personality of Godhead is not material, but rather an eternal spiritual form endowed with inconceivable mystic potencies. In other words, Lord Brahma should not have challenged the personality of Godhead, the Lord of all mystic power. So this chapter 14, Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna. This chapter describes the prayers Brahma offered to Lord Krishna, who is also known as Nandanandana. So these prayers of Brahma offered to Lord Krishna, Krishna's name also Nandanandana. There you will find we follow this Nectar of Devotion. It's a very, very, very important book for the sadhakas. Whatever we do all day in our temple, devotional activities, only from this book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It's a very, very important book. So, Prabhupada also talks about this book, Nectar of Devotion. Prabhupada writes in the preface, the Nectar of Devotion is especially presented for persons who are now engaged in the Krishna consciousness movement. Prabhupada writes in his preface, Nectar of Devotion especially presented for persons who are now engaged in Krishna consciousness movement. I beg to offer my sincere thanks to all my friends and disciples who are helping me to push forward the Krishna conscious movement in the Western world, Western countries. And I beg to acknowledge with thanks the contribution made by my beloved disciple, Sriman Jayananda Brahmachari. My thanks are due as well as Director of ISKCON Press, who have taken so much care publishing this great literature, Hare Krishna. So this is a very, very important book. Everybody should have this book. We should have a temple copy also. Do we have? Where? It should be in English and in India also. This temple copy, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There, about the prayers, explain. Okay. This is the Nectar of Devotion, chapter 8. Chapter 8. Now chapter 9. Further consideration of devotional principles. There about the prayers, because here Brahma offering prayers to Lord Krishna. So that is I just here highlighting about this. Reciting notable prayers. According to the great learned scholars, the whole Bhagavad Gita contains many authorized prayers, especially 11th chapter. So Prabhupada is writing, Haribol, listen. You have to hear. Class means hearing. Seeing also. Seeing to the speaker. Not closing eyes. So here Prabhupada writes, according to the great learned scholars, the whole Bhagavad Gita contains many authorized prayers, especially in the 11th chapter, where Arjuna prays to the universal form of the Lord. Similarly, in the Gautamiya Tantra, all the verses are called prayers. Again in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are hundreds of prayers to the Lord. So a devotee should select some of these prayers for his recitation. So Prabhupada is recommending. We have to select some of the prayers like we are singing every day. So Prabhupada writes, in the Skanda Purana, the glories of these prayers are stated as follows. Devotees whose tongue are decorated always with the prayers to Lord Krishna are always given respect even by the great saintly persons, sages, and such devotees are actually worshipable by demigods. Of course, this understanding is there, especially this is applicable to the pure devotees. That is the explanation of the Acharya worshipped by all the demigods. So this is applicable to the those who are pure devotees. They offer their prayer out of love and devotion, affectionate to the Lord. So here Prabhupada explains, devotees whose tongue is decorated always the prayers to Lord Krishna, always given respect even by the great saintly person and sages, such devotees are actually worshipped by demigods. Those who are less intelligent want to worship different demigods for some material gain rather than worship Krishna. But here it is stated that a devotee who is always engaged in offering praise to Lord is worshipable even by the demigod themselves. The pure devotees have nothing to ask from any demigod. Rather, the demigods are anxious to offer prayers to the pure devotees. So this is very, very important. This is the position of the Acharya. That is there is a sloka about this, right? Acharya mam vijani namanya karichi. Sarva deva. All the demigods worship the Acharya. In the Nrsimha Purana it is stated, any person who comes before the deity of Lord Krishna begins to chant different prayers, immediately relieved from all the reactions of sinful activities, become eligible without any doubt to enter into the Vaikuntha Loka. So here about the prayers, this chapter describes the prayers Brahma offered to Lord Krishna, who is also known as Nanda Nandana. For his satisfaction, Brahma first praised the beauty of Lord's transcendental lips, then declared that his original identity of the sweetness is even more difficult to comprehend than his opulence. Only by devotional process of hearing and chanting, transcendental sounds received from Vedic authorities can one realize the personality of Godhead. It is fruitless to try to realize God through process of outside the scope of Vedic authority. I was recently hearing Prabhupada talks about God realization. Prabhupada quoting this, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhya Na Medaya Na Bahunena Sutena. That means you cannot realize God or Krishna by your lecturing, by your intellect. That is explaining. Only the Lord reveals to whom He has affectionate love for Him. That is explained. Prabhupada says, you cannot realize God by your beauty, by your power, by your whatever you have. Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Sri, Biri. So this is not the qualification to see the Lord, to realize God. That's what here in the purport explaining. Haribol, it's not proper. Drinking God. Yogi Bana Bhakti Bana. You know that? Not proper. So, here Prabhupada is explaining that only by the devotional process of hearing and chanting transcendental sounds received from the Vedic authority can one realize personality of Godhead. There are so many places explaining about this. Not by tapasya, not by yoga, not by jnana, not anything you cannot realize God except pure bhakti. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. So that here Prabhupada explained. It is a fruitless try to realize God through process of outside of the scope of Vedic authority. The mystery of the personality of Godhead, who is the reservoir of unlimited spiritual qualities, is inconceivable. It is even more difficult to understand than impersonal supreme. Thus, only by the mercy of God, Haribol. सुन रहे सब लोग? Hearing? It is explaining only by mercy of God. भगवान के कृपा से ही हम लोग भगवान को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. Without His mercy, you cannot have any understanding of God. That's what here it is explaining. Thus, only by the mercy of God can one understand His glories. Haribol. Finally, realizing this, Brahma repeatedly condemned his own action and recognized that Sri Krishna is the ultimate shelter of the universe, the Brahma's own father, the original Narayana. In this way, Brahma begged the Lord's forgiveness. Brahma then glorified inconceivable opulence of the personality of Godhead and describe the way in which Brahma and Shiva differ from Lord Vishnu. The reason for the Supreme Lord appears in various species, demigods, animals, so on. The eternal nature of the pastimes of the personality of Godhead, the temporality of the material world, by knowing Supreme Personality in truth, the individual spiritual soul can achieve the liberation from bondage. It is actuality, however, both liberation and bondage are unreal, for it is only from the living entity's conditioned outlook that is bondage and liberation are produced. Thinking the personal form of Lord Krishna is illusory. Here I would like to say about Srila Prabhupada is the direct empowered Acharya. Nobody can take his position as the Acharya, as a preacher, as a guru. Very, very important. Otherwise, how he writes this? समझ में आ रहे आप लोग? You understand? Who can write like this? हरिबोल, हनुमान, समझ में आ रहे? So here see how Prabhupada is writing. Prabhupada reading his own books. You know that? Devotees are asking, how Prabhupada you are reading your own books? Prabhupada said, these are not my books. Krishna's books. Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam. This is nowhere we can be in that. It's only Krishna. That I'd like to hear. And it's very important because see why this point came to my mind. In actuality, however, see the here Prabhupada explaining that by knowing Supreme Personality in truth, the individual spiritual soul can achieve the liberation from bondage. Haribol. This is explaining here. And further writes, in actuality, however, both liberation and bondage are unreal. Here, that is I am telling. एक जगह ऐसा लिखा है, फिर next only it says it's not real. Bondage and liberation is not real. So this is completely out of our brain. Avasamanasa gochara. You can't understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead with your brain. समझ में आ रहे? So that is the here Prabhupada explaining that actually, however, both liberation and bond are unreal, for it is only from living entities' conditioned outlook that is bondage and liberation are produced. So this Krishna conscious philosophy is completely transcendental. Completely transcendental. 100% transcendental. That is like Bhagavad Gita, spoken. कितने साल में गीता भगवान ने बताया हनुमान? How many years back spoke Bhagavad Gita? Before? Millions. समझ में आ रहे? 5,000 years ago. वो कुछ नहीं है, करोड़ों साल के पहले भी इमम विवस्वते योगान प्रोक्तावान. So what I tried to say that Krishna consciousness is transcendental. That is why Prabhupada says all the temples, especially Prabhupada built the temples like Radha Rasvihari, the direct manifestation of Srila Prabhupada's desire to please Radha Rasvihari, Sita Ram Lakshmana Gaur Nitai. Prabhupada's temple is very special. 108 temple are very special. सनातन गोस्वामी कितना मंदिर बनाया है? हाँ, बोलो, ऐसा बता, बोलो. एक मंदिर बनाया सनातन. रूप गोस्वामी. So these temples are very, very important, right? Vrindavan 7 temples are very, very important. There are 5,000 temples, Prabhupada says. But these are very, 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 very important. Why? Because it is the direct desire of the pure devotees, like Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, who else? Raghunath Das, so many, all the great. Similarly, Prabhupada's 108 temples are very, 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 very special. Hyderabad Prabhupada built Radha Madana Mohana. अभी उधर बहुत अच्छा चमत्कार हो रहा है, कितना एक्सपेंशन हो रहा है. राधा मदन मोहन का कृपा. कहने का मतलब लाइक दिस, वृंदावन राधा श्याम सुंदर, मायापुर राधा माधव, these are all very special places built. Calcutta Radha Govinda. What I try to say, 108 temples are very important. America. So here, what I try to say, transcendental, I'm talking about transcendental. So this temple, Prabhupada is explaining, like a Vaikunta. This not temples, not ordinary. Vaikunta, especially like Prabhupada's temples. Thinking the personal form of Lord Krishna illusory, fools reject his lotus feet and look elsewhere to find the Supreme Self. Hari Bol. तो यहाँ बताते हैं भगवान अवजानन्ति महामूढ़ा, मूर्ख लोग, मूर्ख not महामूर्ख, foolish people वो तो insignificant है, और महामूर्ख कौन है? महामूर्ख जानो निताय. The Gyanis, Yogis, they're all Mahamurk. Ordinary karmis, foolish. ये लोग भी भगवान को नहीं समझ सकते. Prabhupada writing here, they reject the lotus feet of the Lord and looking for somewhere else. But the futility of their search is the obvious proof of their foolishness. There is simply no way to understand the truth of the personality of Godhead. Krishna Das, what is that name? क्या नाम है आपका? अरे, what is that name? Oh, Sri Krishna Govinda. So here it is explaining, there is simply no way to understand the truth of the Supreme Personality of God without His mercy. उनका कृपा बिना, भगवान का कृपा बिना भगवान का दर्शन. इसलिए प्रसाद प्रसाद प्रसाद. प्रसाद क्या है? What is that प्रसाद? बोलो. प्रसाद मीन mercy. फूल प्रसाद नहीं खा सकते हैं. प्रसाद ये भी प्रसाद है, पूल प्रसाद। और दूसरा एनिमल खा सकते पुल को, महाप्रसाद। हमको महाप्रसाद क्या है? लड्डू, गुलाब जामुन, पूरी, हलवा, स्वीट राइस में महाप्रसाद। प्रसाद मतलब mercy। तो दिस इज विदाउट इज mercy, इसलिए Prabhupada asking all to distribute prasad, distribute prasad, distribute prasad, distribute prasad. Distribute books, distribute books, distribute books, distribute. Always distribute, distribute, distribute. That is called devotional service. Always engage, distributing the Krishna's mercy in the form of the books, in the form of prasadam. So here Prabhupada explaining, without his mercy, it is a true actually. Everybody can have experience. Can anybody can give some experience about this? Haribol? Experience? Experience? बताओ क्या है? Without his mercy, you cannot understand Krishna. I am asking here, you can give the experience of this?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Prabhupada, before reading Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, I had read so many other books, but never became attracted to Supreme Lord. The day I got this Bhagavad Gita as it is, and when I read, I understood that I have to chant Hare Krishna, follow 4 regulative principles, importance of Guru, and then I came to ISKCON. So this is Prabhupada's mercy that I am here and trying to engage in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Bol, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki.
हरे कृष्ण। महाराज, अपनी शक्ति से, अपने बुद्धि से भगवान को हम नहीं पा सकते हैं। कृष्ण से तोमारा, कृष्ण दिते पारा, तोमारी शक्ति आज है। आमी तो कंगाल, कृष्ण कृष्ण बले, धय तो पाछे पाछे। जब गुरु महाराज की कृपा होती है तब हम भगवान को पा सकते हैं।
Anyway, so my experience, I tell, little experience, especially like you want to distribute books or you want to make member, you want to do something, also require only mercy. Haribol, mercy require. Without mercy you cannot make member. Mercy, without with mercy you cannot get donation. Everything only by mercy. How many of you this realization at the top? That's why we always beg for mercy of the Guru, Vaishnavas, Krishna. Anything you are going to do something, you should always take blessings. तो कहने का मतलब, example I just tell, like I'm in Kargar, and try to make one member, one person to make member. But I realized that without the Lord's mercy, he cannot become member. So Lord's mercy required to them. So I started giving prasadam. Every time when I'm meeting, giving prasadam. Sometimes I'm carrying my carrier also, full prasadam. Yes. Giving to them. So by taking prasadam, become purified and they are attracted. In this way, he became member only by giving prasadam. This is just one. Here this is very important. Without mercy, it is explained, no? Only by mercy of Krishna you can have a guru. If you have no mercy, And Krishna's mercy, you cannot have a guru. Brahmanda Brahmite Brahmite. Bhagyavan. Krishna mercy se Guru praptate, Guru mercy se. Just thank you for Hanuman Prabhu. He is explaining. What is that? Oye Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sagara Eda se Karuna. उसमें आता है चाहे वेगादामी चाहे दोषस कृष्णा से तोमार कृष्णा दीते पार तोमार कृष्ण आमी तो कांगाल कृष्णा कृष्णा बोली दाई ताबा पाचे पाचे दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इवन चैंटिंग हरे कृष्णा ओनली बाय mercy of Guru हरि बोल ओनली mercy दीक्षा दिया ना हरि नाम दिया ना मंत्र गुरु दिया ना उनका कृपा है by mercy of Krishna you get Guru, by mercy of Guru you can approach Krishna, otherwise no. हनुमान प्रभु बताए ना प्रभुपाद से दोनों का कृपा चाहिए गुरु का कृपा चाहिए कृष्ण का कृपा चाहिए anyway so having established this conclusion Lord Brahma analyzed the great good fortune of the resident of Braja, then personally prayed to be born there even as a blade of grass, a bush or a creeper. Indeed, the homes of the resident of Vrindavan are not prison of the material existence, but rather abodes envied even by the Gyanis and Yogis. On the other hand, any home without connection of Lord Krishna is in fact a prison cell of the material existence. Finally, Brahma offered his whole self at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, praising him again and again, circumambulated him and took his leave. So this is a wonderful pastime. It's not, you cannot understand Gita, Bhagavat by your scholarship, by intellectual. Rather, all the acharyas, they gave, of course for us also, but also to the people, those who not so easily accept as the Supreme Lord Krishna. Like last time our Haripad Prabhu nicely quoting, Shat Sandarbha, Bhagavatamrita. This is written by all Goswamis. Very, very top Tattva Sandarbha. Highly intelligent, intellectual. Of course for the devotees, but especially for preaching. The Mayavadi, the impersonalists, those, we don't come across. Now we don't see, we are only seeing only karmis mostly. Right? Very rare, I don't know, Gyanis, Yogis. You meet them? Krishna Govinda. Govinda Krishna. So what I'm trying to say here, here it is explaining that Lord Krishna then gathered the animals, Brahma stole, led them to the place of Yamuna's bank where the cowherd boys had been taking lunch. The same friends who had been present before were sitting there now. By the power of Krishna's illusory energy, they were not at all aware what had happened. Thus, when Krishna arrived with the calves and boys told him, "You are returned so quickly, very good. As long as you were gone, we would not take even morsel of food. So come and eat." Laughing at the words of the cowherd boys, Lord Krishna began taking his meal in their company. While eating, Krishna pointed out his young friends of the skin of python. The boys thought, Krishna had just now killed a terrible snake Indeed, later they related to the resident of Vrindavana the incident Krishna's killing the Aghast demon. In this way, the coward boys described pastime that Lord Krishna has performed in Balya age, even though his Prauganda 6 to 10 had begun. Sukadeva Goswami concludes this chapter by explaining how the gopis loved Krishna even more than they loved their own sons. So this is the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. Just I would like to remind that, as I told you, this is the Nectar of Devotion. It's very, very important book for the devotees. Every day we have to read regularly. Like in Hyderabad also, they still continuing. They read every day Nectar of Devotion after Mangalarti. Tulsi Puja, after Tulsi Puja, just 5 minutes in 10 minutes, they read Nectar of Devotion. Very, very important book. So here something I would like to highlight about this hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? How important of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. The same that is explained in that chapter 6, how to discharge devotional service. So to discharge devotional service, we have to follow the 64 items. Without following this, our devotional service is not perfect. So there are 3 places talking about hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. One must hear about the Lord and his pastimes from Srimad Bhagavatam. That is explaining. Haribol. One must hear about the Lord and his pastime, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita also. That is Nectar of Devotion. That is in all our temple we do morning Bhagavatam, evening Bhagavad Gita. Right? This is the 22nd item. 23. Also there is another place, the same 64 item. One is that one should regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam, similar literature. This is 34. Out of 64, 23rd one explaining and 64 also explaining. 34. One should regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam and similar literatures. Other place also again in the same out of 64 that is explaining that one should release the pleasure of Bhagavatam reading among the devotees, not among outsiders. Haribol. So this Corona, lockdown, we are only devotees, right? No karmi can come. They make mess, right? So here it is explaining one should relish, even prasadam. I remember long back, when I was a brahmachari, that time we were in Vrindavan, going from Vrindavan to outside now by train. Even in the train, prasadam, one Maharaj was there, is covering. He doesn't want to see the karmis that we are eating prasadam. That is very, very important. what I'm trying to say. Huh? So devotee, karmis, they can't understand what is prasadam. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say here, one should relish pleasure of Srimad Bhagavatam. That is what I'm explaining. Reading among the devotees, not among outsiders. So 3 places explaining about importance of hearing and reading Srimad Bhagavatam. That is now I would like to read. That's nice. It is so wonderful. Of course, in the some of these slokas, you get this, that, right? So many tattva, so many, like last time our Haripad was speaking, no? So much. Of course, according to the, right? But I would like to now this chapter 14 same, I wanted to read from first sloka up to 15, then I'll stop. 5 minutes are there. So nice. I was reading actually. So nice prayers. So much glorifying Krishna by these prayers. Okay. Text 1. Krishna. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, I offer my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. O son of the king of cowards, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Your garments is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and a peacock feather on your head." Wow, wonderful, huh? So nicely glorifying Brahma, Krishna. Wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, equipped with herding stick, a buffalo horn and flute, you stand beautifully with the morsel of food in your hand. See, wonderful, huh? I was just trying to understand the Brahma Samhita when he chanted. This is after Brahma Samhita chanting only this Leela happened or before? He had a Goloka Vrindavan darshan. Right? But this Leela, how he bewildered, is all pastimes. It is not that Brahma. We should never think, This is very, very important. It's a very deep understanding. I was reading, nowadays everything in the YouTube it comes, and a devotee asking question, and one devotee, Garga Muni, he was asking, Brahma is is also conditioned soul. You? You can't understand this. Not like you conditioned soul, Brahma. Is also conditioned soul, but not like you. Brahmana is also conditioned soul. A Shudra is also conditioned soul. Huh? Anyway, so time is not. So this is, they were asking to Prabhupada, but Brahma is our Acharya. Krishna, Krishna first to Brahma, Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyasa. That is a Madhva Sampradaya, is Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, they call it. Of course, they don't accept, that's what I heard. Madhva people, they don't accept that Brahma be Mohan Leela. So it's completely transcendental, whether they accept, we accept, they are also Vaishnavas. We should not say now they are. Anyway, here so nice, see the prayers, how wonderful it is. The second sloka, my dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such a mercy to me and which appeared just to fulfill the desire of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I can't understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? So wonderful. Text 3. Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social position, throw away the process of speculative knowledge. This is a very important sloka, no? Prabhupada always says, Jnane prayasa upada, udapasa namanti eva, jivanti sanmukam bhavadiyamana. This is a very famous, many places Prabhupada quotes this. Not by your jnana, not by nothing, not by your tapasya, not by this. So only by mercy. That's what here it's explained. Everybody can repeat after me. This is very interesting, right? Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social position, throw away the process of speculative knowledge, and with their body, words, and mind, offer all respects to description of your personality and activities, dedicating their life to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquers your lordship, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. So nobody can conquer Krishna. Only pure devotees, they conquer Krishna. Like Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj. So, text 4, my dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. If someone gives up the path and engage in cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve its desired result. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. His only gain is trouble. O Almighty Lord, in the past many yogis in this world achieved the platform of devotional service by offering all their endeavor unto you, faithfully carrying out their prescribed duties through such devotional service, perfected by the process of hearing and chanting about you, They came to understand you, O infallible one, and could easily surrender to you and achieve your supreme abode. Non-devotees, however, cannot realize you in your full personal future. Nevertheless, it may be possible for them to realize your expansion as the impersonal supreme by cultivating direct perception of the self within the heart. But they can do this only by purifying their mind and senses of all conception of material distinction, all attainment of the material sense objects. Only in this way will your impersonal future manifest itself to them. This is also very interesting. Text 7. In time, learned philosophers, scientists might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, particles of the snow, and perhaps even shining molecules of radiating from the sun, the stars and other luminaries. But among these learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental qualities possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of the earth for benefit of all living entities. So nice, see? What can I read? Time हो गया, अभी उत्तपन खाने का है ना? Okay, बोलो श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, महापतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की। हरे कृष्ण।
होलीनेस अमेय विलास स्वामी महाराज की जय।